Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant Chess Twice. Once again we have got a game playing session today and I am going to play 3 minutes 2 seconds game and use those openings which we have prepared especially based on the gambits. So let's get started with the game. So we have the white pieces here. So we got the chance to use the Morra Gambit. And F3, then BC4, and then white sees when he can use QB3 or QE2. So already a slight mistake. If NF6 we can go with E5. Knight will have to go to G4. We can play Bishop F4. Knight has no other moves. Now the threat is H3. So black attacks with the queen. So we can play BB5, prevent the attack of queen on E5, and also bishop attacks the knight on C6. So now we again intend to go bishop B5 followed by H3. Knight takes E5. Let's see what's the point. Knight takes E5. Maybe the opponent wants to take on E5 and then go A6. Looks like a very risky idea to me because there is hardly any development that he has. We can consider the move ND5 after castle. Right now the knight is pinned. So let's go castle AB, knight D5, maybe D6. But still I feel after rook C1 we are winning. So let's go castle. Already see the development is too much. Now see D6 allows rook C1. E6 he simply allowed and C7 check. Just a winning position. Even he is ready to allow QD6 or BD6, but QD6 is no good. I think we should just go with knight takes 8. We'll keep the option of BD6 and queen D6 for later. So let's do BD6 check so that he cannot get D5. And now rook C1. Pressurizing C8. Threat could be QC2. QC2 is a major threat. He went B6. Idea is to go BB7. Maybe we can take on F8. Maybe we can just do rook C7. Rook C7 is very strong. If BB7, then bishop takes F8. And D7 would hang. So see, bishop takes F8. D7 is attacked. King F8 allows QD6, QD7 both. Queen takes D7, checkmate. An easy game. Since the game turned out very easily, let's do one more game. So this time we have the black pieces. So we get to use the Scandinavian defense. E4, D5, ED, we go knight F6. I often use the move BG4 here. D4, QD5, black gets a decent play. C3 a bit passive move, we can consider E5. E5 DE, QD1 check, very interesting. Let's go with it. And then knight E4 would be a decent idea. We can start putting pressure on F2 now. Next would be if KE1, then bishop C5, now we attack E5. So let's castle. it's a decent position already. BD3 can be met by NC5. Knight E5 is not that good. So we can consider the move. Bishop F5, we can consider the move Bishop C5. Yeah, Bishop C5 very interesting. The point is if Bishop C5, Knight C5, BC6, then BF5 check, the king will have to go to D1. And here I intended just to take on C6. Next move would be Bishop E3 and then maybe take on F2. Even Knight F2 is hanging now. So we'll spend some time here, but the position looks decent. Now see, the threat is Bishop F5 check. So opponent stops it. So let's go rook e8. Knight e6 is an interesting idea. Knight e6 and c6. Let's go f6. e6 will be met by ne6, and now maybe we can use the move knight e6 next move. So check, I think nc6 was blunder, it's game over. Now once the king goes back to c1, we have nd3 check. Everything is taken with checks. So let's see what is best. Let's go knight e1 and knight d8, then knight c2. So let's try to trap the knight on c6. We can use kb7 next. If knight b4, then rook takes c5. So as per the plan, let's go kb7. Again, I think it's a winning position. Check all moves forced and see re1. And wait next move. So we got two interesting games. I hope you will find them useful. Do let me know in the comments below. Thanks for your time.